I really like video games. Not enough to be a pro gamer. I'm not a pro gamer because if I were, I'd have my butt handed to me by all the other pro gamers, but I really like them a lot. There are several indicators about me that point to my love of video games. If you take a look at my wallet, not only will you notice that it is in fact a Master Chief wallet, but inside, the only 3 cards I have are my 2 credit cards and my Edge card. I don't even have a library card in here. My video game collection is in alphabetical order by type. I actually work in a video game store. It's not enough for me just to play video games. I have to collect action figures from my favorites, like the Elite from Halo, or the Big Sister from BioShock 2, or Mario from Mario Kart, or the dinosaur from the Mesozoic era. I've actually purchased all 3 major systems. I really only ever play with the 360, but sometimes it breaks. And by sometimes I mean pretty frequently. And when it breaks, I have to use my backups, the Wii and the PS3. And no, I'm not just some spoiled kid whose parents bought them all the biggest, shiniest consoles. I paid for them with my own money, and no, I don't make a lot of money. I work in retail. But I don't just like video games because they're a lot of fun. I think that they offer something unique in the world of media. Like film is an art form, I think that video games are an art form. Video games are unique in that they offer an interactive experience. Movies are cool because you do have an experience, but it's not interactive. Video games are different in that respect. Every video game offers you a new world full of experiences that you could never have in your own personal life. If you want to rescue a princess and go on an epic adventure, you know what game to pick up? A Legend of Zelda game. If you want to have a horrifying, scary experience full of violence and strife, try out BioShock. If you want to have an experience high on the level of melodrama, where characters live and die by your decisions, give Mass Effect a whirl. If you want to experience something nauseatingly adorable and cute, you have a multitude of choices to choose from. In my eyes, video games are more than just a form of entertainment. They're beginning to evolve into a form of art. I had a friend once who was in a class called Film Lit, and he and his classmates sat around and watched classic movies, and when the movie was over, they would analyze it. They would analyze the same things that you analyze when looking at a book. Characters, plot development, the way that the book was written, syntax, the way language was used. You can analyze a movie the same way, except maybe instead of the way that words are used, you can analyze the use of film. I got to thinking, why aren't video games viewed the same way? Video games are like movies, except that they're interactive. What if there was a video game literature class? Just imagine, at the beginning of the summer, your reading list is a list of video games that you have to play. You don't have to play them on the hardest difficulty, you just have to complete them to the fullest extent that you can. And then when you get to class, you discuss them, based on their plots, based on their characters, based on the way that an interactive experience makes the story work. How cool would that be? So I was thinking, maybe I would go through some of my favorite games and analyze them from an artistic standpoint, and also from a really good storytelling standpoint. I can think of a ton of different games that merit that sort of attention. They're not just an interactive experience, they're an interactive art form. So if you've ever played a game that just blew your mind in terms of its artistic style or the way that the story was written, post it below and tell me about it. Or, if you can think of any games that you think merit my attention and analysis, post those below and I'll take a look at them. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll be back soon with my first video game analysis. And all of you gamers at home, keep gaming. I promise it's not a waste of time.